Hi guys, welcome back to Trails for Daybreak. We're in the middle of a side quest right now. Well, it's the only side quest in the area we're in. We're at the city of Creole. And we are looking for one of Fairy's friends. Let's see.
Can we talk? Can we talk?
All right, you're listening to Vice President Kamala Harris speaking at a rally in Atlanta, Georgia. This hour, she just paused to ask the crowd to part so that a medic could get through, somebody who needed medical attention in the crowd. It seems to be something we're seeing more and more about on the campaign trail with these rallies with like tens of thousands of people in attendance. We're going to keep a close eye on this. We will bring you back to her if she makes any news. But over to you, Brett.
All right, Julia. Meanwhile, a pivotal district in Nebraska could play a key role in the election, and not only in the presidential race. Garrett Tinney is live in Omaha with more. Hi, Garrett.
Hey, Rick, Nebraska is a very red state, but it is not a winner-take-all state. That is why Harris and Democrats are spending loads of cash to win the state's second congressional district and its single electoral voting. That is creating a huge challenge for the sitting Republican Congressman Don Bacon, who is facing a very tough re-election race against state legislator Tony Vargas. This district is far more critical for the rest of the state, which is why Bacon has been able to climb
Who truly represents our values and who will fight for working class families in the United States House of Representatives. Unlike Congressman Bacon and his extremism, we need new leadership, everybody.
Now, this race is one of several tight races Democrats need to win if they are going to retake the House. Griff.
All right, Garrett Tinney, live for us in Omaha. Garrett, thank you. Julie?
There's a lot of attention today being paid to the swing voters in battleground Michigan and former President Trump. Of course, Arab Americans unhappy with the Biden-Harris administration's handling so far of the war in Gaza. Brady Trimble's live in Dearborn, Michigan right now with all the details. Hey, Brady.
Hey, Jillian, and this city has the largest Arab American population in the country. Traditionally, that is a community that would vote Democrat, but this time around, this election, things could change. And that's why former President Trump stopped in Dearborn yesterday, trying to win over voters who disagree with the Biden-Harris administration's handling of the wars in the Middle East. At this polling place, with voting underway here in Michigan, I spoke to two new U.S. citizens, both from Lebanon, both voting in their first presidential election, and they both tell me they're voting for Trump.
President Trump, promised us, I know he's gonna keep a promise. We should have a change, and we should bring peace to the Middle East.
Why do you think he's going to handle the Middle East better than the current administration?
Because he don't like war, he don't like to spend money out U.S., like billion for Ukraine, billion for Israel, billion here, billion there. We need the money in America.
For her part, Vice President Harris has continued her calls for a ceasefire, but she has not visited Dearborn as a presidential candidate. Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, who famously rang alarm bells about the weaknesses of Hillary Clinton in Michigan back in 2016 because she sensed a lack of enthusiasm, particularly at United Auto Workers union halls. Well, this time around, Dingell says that this state is still up for grabs, that it's anybody's race, and that's another key voter block that both candidates are trying to court. Harris, of course, has the United Auto Workers Union endorsement, but we've talked to rank-and-file members, Jillian, just regular auto workers who say that they support former President Trump. Jillian?
All right, Brady Trimble out there for us. Thank you. Griff?
All right, Joan, for more on the top issues facing Michiganders, we're joined by Republican Senate candidate from Michigan and former House Intelligence Committee Chair Mike Rogers. We should point out we reached out to his opponent, Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin, with the invitation. She chose not to do so. So, Mike, let's get right to the top issues. Clearly, across the country, we've seen the economy reigning king, but there in Michigan, also, too, the issue of electric vehicles, the EVs, and the EV mandate of sorts. How is the race going, and what do you see as the top issues in these final days?
Yeah, well, the momentum is clearly on our side. I'd rather be us than them right now with the momentum change we've seen in the last few weeks. And why EVs are so, when the rest of the country gets uphold on EV debates, we get pneumonia here in Michigan. 2,400 layoffs at Stellantis, 1,000 at General Motors, 700 just announced last week at Ford. And Ford lost almost $4 billion on just EV sales unit alone. And so it is having a tremendous negative impact on the auto industry here, and in fact, impacting real families trying to put food on their table. So not only did they just get pink slip, they can't afford groceries. Oh no, by the way, that pink slip goes through the end of the year. So happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to a whole bunch of families who are going to be struggling here coming up in the state. That's made a huge difference for us.
And Mike, for our viewers, the Biden-Harris EPA has a very strict regulation pushing the automakers to have a certain number, in some cases half of their car fleet to be EVs. They don't outright ban gas vehicles, but yet Alyssa Slotkin is saying in a debate recently in Review she doesn't support the EV mandate.
Well, this may be the most dishonest moment in politics certainly I've seen in my career. She voted for the EV mandate about maybe 7 weeks ago now on the floor of the United States House of Representatives, and then came back and said, I don't support EV mandates. You see what the impact of these are. By the way, 5,000 auto dealers around the country wrote an open letter to the president saying these are EV mandates and they're killing our business. So the only people that don't believe that they're EV mandates are the people who are voting for them. It is having a tremendous negative impact on our working families here. And listen, we have to end the mandates. Markets work, mandates don't. People don't want to buy them. They do want to buy hybrids. Why did we skip past hybrids? Toyota and Honda are building hybrids. People are buying them like crazy, and they didn't invest billions of U.S. government dollars to do it.
Mike, I want to talk about, you started at the beginning of the interview talking about momentum. I want to drill into that a little bit because among likely voters, the latest Fox News poll has you trailing by 4 points, and it's somewhat similar to numbers we've seen back in the summer. Why haven't you closed that gap?
Well, our internal polls show that we've closed that gap. There was a public poll over the weekend that had us tied at 49-49. Our internal numbers show us tied. The last several polls, so I can't speak to the Fox News poll, but our polling tells a very different story. And our ground game is a massive part of that. Best ground game in the country today. Last week alone, 88,000 yards. It's unbelievable. And so that energy, you can feel that energy when we're out there. And we get a lot of people, this is important, go through the door and they'll say, yeah, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. I'm voting for Mike Rogers. Hey, would you like to sign? Would you like to fill out a little survey on that? And they say, nope, not filling anything. So we march on down the street, and it's happening over and over and over again. I think there's underpolling happening here. We sense it in our ground game. That's why I think we're going to win on Tuesday.
We will be watching it and following. Mike Rogers, thank you for taking time today and joining us. We're out of time. That'll do it for us, Brett. Good luck.
Hey, thank you. RogersForSenate.com. Still need some help.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Jillian?
It is that dreaded time of year again, at least if you're in the Northeast. We are about to fall back when daylight saving time ends tonight, 2 a.m. Be sure to turn your clocks back before you get to bed. We'll be waking up in the dark tomorrow.
Fall back, spring forward. I'll take an extra hour of sleep. That'll do it for us. Great being with you, Jillian.
Thanks for having me, Griff. I'm Jillian Turner in Washington. Fox News Live continues.
What Tractor Supply customers experience is personalized service made possible by T-Mobile for Business. With T-Mobile's reliable 5G business internet, employees get the information they need instantly. This is how business goes further with T-Mobile for Business.
I see how Price works fast. He makes it last. Feel the power of contrast therapy. So you can rise from I see how.
I'm a lifelong Republican, and I voted for Trump twice, but I can't do it again. Trump wants a national sales tax on imported goods. It'll make everything more expensive for regular people, all while giving tax breaks to billionaires.
We're going to give you tax cut.
Kamala Harris is for regular people. She wants a tax cut for 100 million Americans, so we keep more of our hard-earned money. I'm a proud Republican, but this year, I'm voting for Kamala Harris.
FLTAC is responsible for content to this app.
I wish my TV provider let me choose what I pay for.
Sling lets you do that.
I wish my TV provider let me choose what I pay for and let me pause my subscription when I want. Sling, would you do that? Yeah. I wish my TV provider let me choose what I pay for and let me pause my subscription when I want and have hundreds of free channels. Sling, would you do that too?
Love to see it.
Choose and customize your channel on or watch for free. Sling lets you do that
This is an important message for everyone on Medicare. Right now is the Medicare annual enrollment period, and today we are talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now. You may be eligible for plans in your zip code with additional benefits or cost savings you may not be receiving now or that may have previously not been available to you. Different Part C plans are available in different parts of the country, so don't wait. Call the number on your screen now. If you're on Medicare, you can call even if you called last year. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits or cost savings. Call to speak with a licensed insurance agent before the end of the annual enrollment period. You don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically, so call now for your free 2025 no obligation Medicare benefits review. Just call 800-454-1178. 800-454-1178. This is an important message for everyone on Medicare. Right now is the Medicare annual enrollment period, and today we are talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. You don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now. You may be eligible for plans in your zip code with additional benefits or cost savings you may not be receiving now or that may have previously not. C plans are available in different parts of the country, so don't wait. Call the number on your screen now. If you're on Medicare, you can call even if you called last year. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits or cost savings. Call to speak with a licensed insurance agent before the end of the annual enrollment period. You don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically, so call now for your free 2025 no obligation Medicare benefits review. Just call 800-454-1178. 800-454-1178.
Well, Vice President Harris and former President Trump are in the home stretch as they race to 270, and it's looking like a photo finish. Both candidates are making big plays for key Sunbelt states today. Right now, Vice President Harris is holding a rally in Atlanta, and she's fighting to keep Georgia, a state Trump won in 2016, but President Biden flipped in 2020. This is Harris's third visit to the battleground state in 2 weeks. Welcome to Fox News Live. I'm Arthel Neville. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Arthel. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Eric Shaw. It is getting exciting. Down to the wire, the Vice President and former President also hit in North Carolina today. Trump just wrapped a campaign rally outside of Charlotte, and Harris, she's holding one there later this afternoon. Polls show Trump with a slight lead in the Tar Heel state, but experts say it's still anyone's ball.
I've come today with a message of hope for all Americans. With your vote on Tuesday, I will end inflation. I will stop the invasion of massive numbers of criminals that have come into our country.
All right, let's go monster hunting. To the highway we go.
Bring back the American dream. Kamala broke it. She broke it. We will fix it. I will fix it. It'll be fixed very soon.
Nah, we've gotten every scrap of info they have to give.
I hope that bus makes it back safe and sound.
If something happens to it, it's just more work and Mira for us.
Van, please don't wish for people's misfortune.
We have Team Fox coverage for you. Alexis McAdams is in Greensboro, North Carolina with the Trump campaign. But first, we're going to go to Jonathan Serry. He's live from Charlotte. Jonathan.
Hi, Arthel. I'm going to try to talk above the background music. The crowd preparing for Kamala Harris's visit several hours from now. She continues to campaign with some big-name celebrities at that rally that you were watching moments ago live. Filmmaker Spike Lee is speaking there, as well as performances from rappers 2 Chainz and Pastor Troy joining the vice president at that Atlanta rally. And this evening here in Charlotte, Harris will be joined by actress Kerry Washington with musical artist John Bon Jovi and Khalid. Charlotte is strategically important for Democrats because its urban center has the largest population in the state, and its suburbs are changing.
Areas that have been Trump strongholds will likely see some slipping simply because you've had people who lived in the urban core move into the suburban areas due to cost of living.
But Democrats face some challenges in this swing state. The party once dominated early voting, but in this election, registered Republicans are outpacing Democrats in early voting here in North Carolina. Early voting ends in less than an hour in this state. Another bright spot for Republicans comes from the western part of North Carolina. That area
We're on the clock now.
In the wake of Hurricane Helene, Republicans had worried that it would suppress many of their voters. Instead, voter turnout in western North Carolina has actually outpaced the rest of the state in early voting, Arthel.
All right, the beautiful Charlotte. I was there in July, I believe. Jonathan Siri there in North Carolina. Thank you very much. Eric?
Well, former President Trump, well, he's now in his second hour. He's been speaking for the past hour at the first of his two campaign stops, that in North Carolina. In between, he'll also rally in Virginia, the former president doubling down also on his attacks against former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who's backing Vice President Harris. You know, she has called the former president a threat to our democracy and values. He is called...
Save it here, guys.
Alexis McAdams, live in Greensboro, North Carolina with the latest on the president's rally there. Hey, Alexis.
Hey, Eric. It's a beautiful day here in Greensboro, North Carolina, and there are some crowds already gathered here in front of the Coliseum.
All right, guys. I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.
So you don't really have to look at the polls, though, to figure out exactly what place for race it's going to be here in North Carolina. You just have to look at the former president's campaign schedule. The former president...
Shit, that was short.